How does a nation go from prosperity to poverty? What causes countries to fail economically, leaving millions in despair? Today, we're uncovering the dark economics of failed states where corruption, mismanagement, and chaos reign supreme. From Venezuela's hyperinflation nightmare to Zimbabwe's economic collapse, failed states are not just historical anomalies, they're a warning for the future. A failed state is more than a government losing control. It's when a country can no longer provide basic services like healthcare, education, or security. Economically, it's a disaster, with industries collapsing, currencies losing value, and citizens fleeing in search of better lives. But how does this happen? Is it purely mismanagement, or are there deeper forces at play? There are several key factors that drive nations toward financial ruin. Corruption, when leaders prioritize personal gain over national welfare. Resource mismanagement, countries rich in resources often suffer from the resource curse, where wealth fuels corruption rather than development. Debt traps, over-reliance on foreign loans can spiral into unsustainable debt. Political instability, constant power struggles weaken economies. Take Venezuela, for instance. A country once rich in oil saw its economy implode due to hyperinflation, poor fiscal policies, and reliance on a single export. In Zimbabwe, government-sanctioned land reforms caused agricultural output to plummet, leading to one of the worst inflation crises in history. Sometimes, the world stage plays a role. Sanctions can cripple economies and wars drain resources, pushing states closer to failure. North Korea's economy has been crushed under decades of sanctions, leaving its citizens in a dire state while its leaders focus on military ambitions. Economic collapse creates a vicious cycle. With no jobs, poverty rises, poverty fuels crime. And soon, citizens flee, taking what talent and innovation the country had left. Not all is lost. History shows us that nations can recover with the right reforms. Take South Korea. It transitioned from poverty to prosperity through investment in education and innovation. Rwanda rebuilt itself after one of the darkest chapters in history, focusing on unity and economic development. But recovery takes time, strong leadership, and often external support. The story of failed states is a cautionary tale. It reminds us that economic stability requires more than wealth. It needs wise policies, transparency, and a government that serves its people. What do you think the world can do to prevent future collapses? Let us know in the comments below.